Hello everybody. Again, at the moment I'm recording a rant video with S, a few rants that I have about some things. First one will be about myself. Listen, I'm trying to not be hard on myself, but I can't help it sometimes, okay? It's part of life. The first thing is, okay, when I was living at Transitions, a place for people who I didn't realize at the time, so people with mental stuff, that I am not the M word, and it really irks me when people say that I am. And there was a sign in the conference room that had the word in there, and every time I glanced at it, I'm like, I am not the M word, and it really bugs me now. I hear that word, I'm like, because I'm not. People need to think of a nicer word than that. I mean, seriously. Or just like, a certain R word that people, some people say that. And I've told a couple of people online that, on Facebook and stuff, I'm like, you really shouldn't say that word. That could really offend or hurt somebody that, is, has disabilities or something, and people need to, replace those words with nicer sounding words, so they could hurt somebody, People seem to be hurt by a lot of stuff lately in the world, with that guy coming back from 5 years in Afghanistan or wherever it was, and now they're saying that he's, un-American as our president. And speaking of him, he is a target of mine, and I keep going. I know some, I mentioned to a couple of people that I really don't want to talk about politics, and I keep bringing up, for God's sakes, Ray, stop talking about friggin' politics, okay? It makes me upset. It makes me want to go stage a protest on the White House lawn or something. I really want him impeached. I mean, Bill Clinton was not impeached after the scandal, and I just think that's wrong. I mean, I know it was a long time ago, but I mean, the guy, lied about it, and he cheated on his wife, who is now, could be running for president in a couple of years, which, I mean, isn't she getting old by now? Hillary really needs to go back to Arkansas and stay there. And certain politicians need to, stop blaming our former president, George Bush, for everything that happened when he was president. I mean, it's not his fault that 9/11 happened just 9 months after he became president. And that was, when he was inaugurated in January. That happened, 9 months and, 5 days after he became president. Well, actually, it was less than that, I think. Months and a week or so after Inauguration Day for him. Instead, he had to you know, lead us into a country that had a lot of really horrible stuff happen. And look at, you know, the Taliban was there for a long time, and I don't know. Gosh. Iraq, I mean, we got rid of the Taliban, but still, I mean, Afghanistan and Iraq, we got rid of Saddam, but still, George Bush's presidency was, you know, by, you know, 2006, I think, people started to really get tired of him because of Iraq and the violence and everything. I mean, heck, it's not his fault. It was the Iraqis. They need a government. I mean, our government is fudged up, for God's sakes. I mean, and all Congress does is blame Bush, criticize him, sit on their lazy butts and not do diddly squat about fixing the economy or anything. I mean, people, I read on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, and I'm like, that's not doing anything. That's just farting around and not getting stuff done. We need to get stuff done to fix this country and get it back on track. I don't know how the heck we're going to do that unless we have a better president and a younger one that knows what the heck he's doing, because this one doesn't feel like we're doing anything to fix everything. I mean, when he was inaugurated, everybody wanted him because he was African American. They thought we were going to get change. Instead, our economy failed, and this country was falling apart at the seams. It was like, I don't know, torn apart after, you know, a bunch of stuff happened. Like, I mean, we should have been prepared for, you know, Katrina and everything, and we weren't, and then New Orleans ended up being flooded, and the mayor and the governor didn't get along with George Bush, and, you know, well, they should have done what Michael Brown from FEMA did and resigned instead of that old bat in Mississippi. That's just how I feel about them. I feel like, you know, this country is never going to get back on track unless, for God's sakes, we do something about it. So, sitting on our butts, Congress, that means you. That they're all like, so they're just going to send their people out to, you know, like our troops, you know, they're going to send them to, out to do something, and they don't do anything. Nothing is happening. And that's wrong, obviously. It's ridiculous. I mean, come on, people. Do something. Now sit on your butts, please. I mean, seriously. If you want friggin' change, to change everything, please. Instead of, I don't call it the C word at all. I call it a bunch of nimrods who can't do diddly squat to fix their own country. I mean, the next thing you know, we'll be, you know, living in FEMA trailers. I mean, and then of course we have those things, and I feel like people have had to live in trailers and couldn't move back into their own houses because of Katrina and the water and everything, and the nasty mold, which, I mean, if I were those people, I would have been rebuilding. I mean, people need help down in the Gulf, and especially after Katrina and that craziness, they could have done something, like help. I mean, they did that after 9/11. People were there in like 5 minutes after the police and the firefighters and then died after going up into the buildings, which nobody thought that they were going to collapse and take everything, with it, basically. Instead, so like that song, End of the World as We Know It. And it's like Y2K and 12/12 and 7707. Keeping the world in it. Really. The whole end of the world was just like Al Gore saying he invented the internet, which is a bunch of rubbish, as the British say. Sorry, it's flying here. Again, I hate bugs too. Except for my kitty. I don't know where she went. Yes, I know I like them around a lot, but it does help. Okay. And there are some things about me I like to change, which includes my attitude and my skin, my hair, my weight. Just my forehead is, call it like dry and flaky, which is I don't feel like I mean, it's not going to change unless I do something about it. If I had $1 million, I'd donate some, and the rest I'd use for myself. Then I'd be happier if I was. But I'm not, because of stupid depression and so much as. And another thing I don't like. Let's see. At transitions, we have TV you can only watch from like 9 to 3. I mean, what the heck are you supposed to do all day when Wednesdays and the weekend are relaxing days, but they still make you do chores? I mean, I know it's what you do when you're living on your own, but a lot of the time I just felt like, and then I went on a nap, but they wouldn't let me relax. I had to be busy, and every time, I had my door closed, she was like, "You're not supposed to nap." I'm like, this is what I do. And she didn't bug anybody else but me. I felt like I was always defending myself against, against her. Now we've made peace, I think, but I feel like, still that part. I mean, I would like an apology, but I don't think I'll ever, do anything, get anything. Plus, she hid my mail, and it took me forever to figure out where it was. I mean, I thought, I don't know, it's like People Magazine. We get People Magazine, but it's, is it being sent to like Rock Falls or some weird place, and we don't get our mail. We don't get people Jeff had a subscription for since, like, I don't know, the dawn of time, I think. That's what it feels like, anyway. I mean, come on, people. People, you need to get our magazine to us. I mean, sometimes it comes, and then other times it's, I don't know, some weird place in the middle of nowhere. And another thing, I need to do my hair myself. Other one, brush my nails. This nail grew out for like 6 months, and then it just broke off like 3 days ago. Which really makes no crazy sense at all. Now I have to go and get nail grow stuff. Another thing, let's see what else is there. The train at night. The last few nights, last night was fun, but the other couple of nights I had to get up in the night, get water, move my kitty, who's over there, from her hiding place. Yes, I'm talking to you. Move her. I wish I would let you sleep with me, but the problem with that is that she keeps me up all night. She wants in my room, then she wants out of my room, and I thought I heard her crying in the night. Once I had to come up here, and her grandmother's sleeping, and she was like, what the heck? I'm like, Kitty's outside and she's crying. And she was on the balcony like all night. Apparently, I don't know how that happened. And yesterday, our neighbor's dog ended up chasing her. I didn't know that had happened until I saw her run away, and I turned around, the dog was behind me, and the dog is, I mean, she's very small, black, and precious. She's like, 10 pounds, Kitty. And that dog is huge. And it just, she's our girl into the house. Oh, last time she ended up in the house, the dog thankfully didn't end up in the house this time. But it was close, and I mean, seriously, our neighbor needs to realize that I'm not too fond of big, scary dogs. I mean, there's this movie from the 80s with Danny Pintaro from Who's the Boss, and when he was little, and he was in a car, and the crazy dog was after him. That's kind of freaky thinking about it. That's why I don't watch scary movies. I like happy movies. And okay, another rant is when you find a picture of yourself that you posted on Instagram and you don't think it's the best, and then try to get on. I mean, my phone is the only place that I can update. I can delete it. Other thing is, I don't know, my knuckles. I'm way too fond of them. It makes me look old. I mean, I had a picture that I just deleted a few pictures. So then you have to refresh Instagram on my MacBook. But I also it is kind of fun looking at my Windy City pictures. Again, sometimes you take a picture and then I wish that Instagram would let you at least crop the picture. I mean, it lets you do that when you take a picture of something, but then you can't crop the picture like you can with your phone's camera. I was in Florida in November. I was in Florida in April. I had my old phone, and gosh, the battery on that thing just died about recently it just died about every 2 minutes. And it drove somebody crazy, kitty. Your mommy, for example. I mean, we went to downtown Disney one day. Thankfully, there was an outlet next to Ghirardelli, and I charged my phone. But one day I went with Jimmy to see Lyra win her thing. I mean, she was the only elementary school. And again, I just want to say that was exciting. I'm very glad that they won. And when they won, I was jumping up and down. But Lyra was feeling too well because she didn't eat dinner. And, I mean, I don't think she wanted everything. And we got back late because we couldn't find this. Our taxi person didn't come, and we had to find a bus, and we didn't get back until, like, 10 o'clock, and my mom had to stay behind with Ariana, who was sick, and then, what day was that anyway? But yeah, I was at downtown Disney with them on Saturday. Then Sunday I was sick till Monday. We had to stay in Florida an extra day, which was fine with me. And I guess, and I was sick for, but I don't know what it was. I mean, the weather or something. I'm sure that's what it was. Because it was hot in Florida for like July or something. Well, it's not bad, but Florida's heat is nothing like Phoenix and Vegas. This is heat. Thankfully, I got better once we came home, but I don't want to stay in Florida, that's all. This winter I spent with, it was a horrible winter. We had snow, and more snow until March. I mean, I went to Colorado in April once, and I got snow. And this was, a long time ago. I just wanted to point out. This is it was an aunt to my oldest niece, who is now 13. She'll be 14 in a couple of months. Which feels weird. I love those kids. Another thing is, is their dad, my brother-in-law. We got along in Florida, but then the next thing you know, he really lets us talk to the kids. I feel like, I don't know, the Twilight Zone. I mean, it's just, now I feel like, come on, Jimmy. I want to talk to your children, your family. Instead, he treats us like we're children like they're, you know, they're in the army or something. I mean, of course, it would probably work well if they were in the army. They know pretty much what to do. On the other hand, would probably know just the idea what to do. And anyway, I'm probably gonna end this video because it's getting long. I mean, my last one was pretty long too. And I'm deleting pictures on Facebook and Instagram, and I just have to ask, does anybody know if Memorial Day parades really have cheerleaders? Because I know homecoming does. Memorial Day is for our troops, and I'm glad that our school colors, I wish they were red, white, and blue instead of red, white, and black, but that's P-Town, so if our school colors were red, white, and blue, they would, is that how it works for, a holiday dedicated to our troops? Oh my gosh, haven't our troops been through enough, especially that poor guy who was in Afghanistan for like the last 5 years or so, and now they're saying that his family is, are Muslim. I'm like, oh great, here we go, another Muslim in this country. I mean, when we were in Florida and Chicago, there were a lot more Muslims than normal, which, I mean, there used to be hardly any flu after September 11th because, many of the people who attacked us, the hijackers were from like Saudi Arabia and stuff, and I don't know if they were actually, the bad ones or not, but I personally think that our president is one, the M-word, and he needs to leave America. And also, another thing about it is the whole under God stuff. This is America trying to take under God when there are a lot of people that believe in God, except for me. I'm still trying to figure it out. You can't take it out of the Constitution, okay? No matter who the heck you are, you can't take it out of the Constitution, so leave our freaking Constitution alone. And let it go, okay? That's all I ask, please. I mean, it's just wrong. You can't do anything with our Constitution. It's been around since, for hundreds of years, since this country was founded, and to take it out, they're trying to take so many things out of schools. I mean, even taking cursive out of school. I mean, at the time, I still ran cursive, and if I tried to do it, if I was in school now, I would be, I'd probably be told that I couldn't write in cursive, I'd be like, I don't care, I'm still gonna write in cursive. This is America. If it was, Iran or somewhere, I'd probably be, that sounds morbid, but I'd probably be tossed into a mass grave alive. Alright, but it's true. These people are treated horrible, like, over there. They're not treated like people. They're treated like, nothing. Especially women. We'll be wearing burqas next in America. If we had to deal with the African American in the White House next. If he was, I mean, God knows what will happen with our next president. What America will be like. I'll be seriously just wanting to leave this country so badly. And I mean, God's sakes, America needs help. Somebody go fix America. Do something in America, please. I'm tempted to go right now and stage a protest in front of the White House. Anybody want to join me? See you at 1600 Pennsylvania Ave on the 4th of July. Bye, everybody. This video is getting long.